Hello, my name is Patrick Doherty, and this is my presentation for English 160 to 467 on safety driving an emergency vehicle. First, I want to start by saying that I'm attending Aiken Technical College to be an emergency medical technician, or EMT. While I have not yet had the chance to drive an ambulance, I hope to do so in the future. I did some research on how to safely operate an ambulance and wanted to share it with you today. Today I will be reviewing what trainings are required to drive an ambulance, driving under pressure, how to keep the patient safe while the ambulance is heading to the hospital, and also what can happen when safe driving doesn't happen. I was quite surprised to learn about the training required for ambulance drivers. According to the UnitEMT.com, only 17 states plus the District of Columbia require a specific driving certification course to drive an ambulance. That is a bit shocking considering how important this job is. Make sure you transport people who are already in emergency and in all help, and you don't have to complete ambulance driving in 33 states. Georgia and South Carolina are two of those states do not require specific training. That's a little scary. However, in order to drive an ambulance in Georgia and South Carolina, they do require you to complete a formal EMT training course. At Aiken Technical College, one of the required classes is an emergency vehicle training course. At Aiken Technical College, so that is comfortable news. I'm scheduled to take the class coming up this summer, and I'm excited to see what it's all about. As I am sure you are aware, ambulance driving have to be some quick decisions while driving under pressure. They have to make sure they get the patient safely to the hospital. They want the patient to remain stable until they can get there. And they also have to watch out for the other drivers. According to EMS.gov website, there are 4,500 traffic accidents a year that directly involve an ambulance. If you are riding in an ambulance on your way to the hospital, the last thing you would expect is to be involved in a car accident. So ambulance drivers must be sure that they stay focused and have safe driving habits. According to the Markel Insurance.com, some safe driving tips for ambulance drivers include shutting out any distractions while driving, keep a safe following distance from other cars, being ready to use the brakes if needed, and most importantly, anticipate other drivers are going to do. Under the lights and sirens on the ambulance can help signal to other drivers that an ambulance is coming and they should move over, slow down, and navigate through the intersection to avoid more accidents. Also, some ambulance accidents have also occurred because of backing up improperly. Drivers must learn to use their mirrors or have a spotter to help them while backing out. We want to get the patient to the destination safely. So, while you're navigating the roadway, driving a vehicle that is 10,000 pounds, you also have to remember why you are driving the ambulance, the patient. Part of safe driving in an ambulance is also keeping your patient safe. To help you do that, you want to do a few things ahead of time. Make sure your ambulance is in good working order. Ensure it has regular vehicle maintenance done to it, ensure its oil changes, tire rotation, and report any issues to the ambulance provider. You also want to be familiar with the location area if possible. You want to know which way is the best route to get to the hospital. Take the time, plan out your route. You also need to make sure your patient is secured safely in both the back seat and the harness. Another thing to make sure that it is secure is the supplies in the back. It is not safe to drive an ambulance with your passenger in the back with stuff flying around that could possibly fly around. Communicate with the EMT in the back of the ambulance to let him know of any sudden movement that could be coming or quick change of directions. Keep your coworkers safe as part of driving. Also, as I said before, the goal is to get the patient to the destination as safe as possible. The next slide shows what happens when ambulance crashes. I found this. It shows some pretty startling statistics gathering from 1992 to 2011 of what happens when ambulance drivers do not follow the safe rules, like how only 33% of patients were secured with both the shoulder harnesses and the LESS wrap, and 84% of EMT workers in the back were not wearing any kind of restraints at all. Not following these simple rules combined contributed to 4,500 traffic crashes involving ambulance, resulting in 33 people killed. Perhaps if more states had required emergency vehicle training, these numbers would be low. The bottom line is that the ambulance drivers had to ensure safety probably our fault. In summary, there are not many states that do following formal training for ambulance drivers, including Georgia and South Carolina. A driver needs to be a quick thinker, stay calm, and make good decisions under circumstances. They also have to remember to keep their patients safe by following some basic protocols and make sure the co-workers in the back stay safe as well. Being an ambulance driver seems a bit like a NASCAR driver at times. I can't wait to attend my emergency vehicle driving course this summer. I will definitely remember these safe tips. Thank you for listening, and whether you drive a Tesla, the Batmobile, or an ambulance, remember to always drive safe.